Hello, everybody, and welcome to BSN here on BTV. I'm Luke Mansfield.
And I'm Ryan Healy.
We're about to get things started here at the Adrian Tinsley Center as the BSU Bears are looking to take on the Salem State Vikings. The Bears coming into this one at 10-9 overall, 6-0 in the MASCAC. Salem State 8-9 overall, 2-3 in the MASCAC.
Yeah, it should be an exciting game tonight. Bridgewater is coming off a win against Westfield last weekend. Meanwhile, Salem played Westfield on Wednesday and lost. The Bears are on a 4-game winning streak. Hopefully they'll continue it today.
Yeah, and the Bears took on Salem State a little bit earlier in the season. They won that 177-69. They'll be looking to take the sweep here at home. Introducing our starting lineups right now, the Bears looking a little bit different. Jess Moores hurt her ankle a little bit earlier in the week. She's not going to be playing. It'll be Tripp, Grassi, Goucher, Bradbury, and Cleveland taking DeMoore's spot in the starting five for the Bears. In the case of the Vikings, Neves, Gates, Diatria, Gonsalves, and Tang will be the starting five. The usual suspects for them.
The head coach for the Vikings is Ashley White.
Yeah, the Bears will miss DeMoore's this game. She averages 18 minutes, in the conference per game. She started all 6 conference games and averages 5.5 rebounds per game. So she'll be definitely a tough one for the Bears to miss out on. Hopefully they can help the team out in other parts of the court.
Yeah, that rebound category is going to be big. DeMoore's comes in at 6 foot. Cleveland, who's replacing her, is 5'8". So they're going to lose some height in their starting lineup. You know, Cleveland's a tough player. She gets her boards, but you're losing a pretty big height advantage with just DeMoore's.
Right.
At 5'7", a senior from Lakeville, Massachusetts, number 10, Sophia Goucher. At 5'6", a senior from East Bridgewater, Massachusetts, number 23, Sydney.
Saw Sophia Goucher get introduced there just a little bit ago. She was named to the New England Women's Basketball Association Team of the Week this past week. It's her first time being named to that team. Also this past week, Kylie Grassi named to the Division III Hoops.com Team of the Week. She's had quite a couple awards racked up throughout this season so far.
She's assisted by Henry Coleman, Chanel Melton, and Jordan Goffin. The officials for today's contest are Paul Suttentown, Nathan.
We're about to get things underway. It's going to be interesting to see who they send out for the tip-off. Usually it's DeMoore's who handles that. I'd suspect it's Cleveland, but they might go in the direction of Goucher or Tripp.
My student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, and any other intimidating directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited.
There we see the Bears starting lineup. All smiles as this game gets going.
It's going to be Cleveland heading to the circle for the jump ball. She'll be meeting Amelia Gonsalves. She's got the height advantage on Cleveland. Cleveland saw some time. Regular starter for the Bears last year, moved into the 6-player role this year. She loses the tip-off. Gonsalves gets it over to Gates. Kylie Gates working on Caroline Tripp. Working around the screen, she'll swing that past to Tang. Tang gets that one over to Neves. Neves puts one up, no good. Defensive rebound, Sophia Goucher.
It's a good take.
Caroline Tripp driving up, swings to Bradbury, no good. Rebound disputed, bounced around, Goucher comes up with it. High effort play by the Bears. Goucher gets Cleveland, bounce pass inside, and Goucher lays that one in for 2.
Bradbury recently back from injury is a big addition for the Bears. Usually we see her drain those threes from the outside.
Diatria passes that one to Tang. She'll find Kylie Gates working on Kylie Grassi. Gates gets it back to Tang.
It's good defense.
Grassy with the takeaway.
I think it was Goucher got a hand in there.
Goucher, one of the best defensive players on this Bears team. Tripp gets it to Bradbury. Bradbury was looking for Cleveland. Cleveland was looking in the other direction, but Goucher able to get there in time before it goes out of bounds. Good heads-up play by Sophia Goucher, just miscommunication. Shot clock winding down. Tripp pulls, no good. Rebound taken by Gonsalves.
Good defensive play by the Vikings there, able to keep the Bears out.
That's one of those situations where you're going to miss Justin Moores as Kylie Grassy swats that one, shutting down Gates at the net. Grassy takes this one herself, lays that one in, no good, but whistle's blown. And they're going to call that foul on Diatrio. It's going to send Grassy to the line for 2. It's the first foul for either team. Get a replay of that Grassy block. It's a huge play defensively for the Bears early on. Grassy knocks down her first. Grassy knocked them both down. Now the Bears move ahead by 2 possessions. Gates takes it up, working on Grassy. Passes to Tang. Tang working around that screen. Not able to find anything. She's locked down. Eventually coming up with its Gonsalves. We get to Neves in the corner. Back to Tang at the top. Inside Gonsalves. Shot clock winding down. She is stuffed. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Neves wasn't able to get the shot off in time.
Great defensive shake by the Bears. Forcing passes around, but there was no open lanes for a look.
Seen some great defense out of Bridgewater very early.
Yeah.
It's another great play on that possession. Goucher takes it up now. She gets it to Grassy. Grassy in the corner. Bradbury wide open 3. No good. That was going to bounce around. Sophia Goucher with a rebound. She'll put it up. No good. Gets her own board. She's looking for a pass and gets it taken away by Gates and Gonsalves. Gates guarded by Bradbury, not able to get around her.
Good defense again.
It's going to be a jump ball forced by Caroline Tripp, and the possession arrow is going in the direction of the Bears.
Jump ball, Bears ball.
Should mention that Sydney Bradbury, as I said before, she scored 22 points last game, hitting 6 for 13 for 3-point range. She's over 2 so far, but I don't doubt that she'll start hitting some.
Ariel Cleveland gets it to Grassy inside. Grassy lays that one up for 2. It's Gonsalves working on Cleveland, driving inside. She lays that one in for 2 in the first bucket of the game for Salem State.
Very solid drive for the win there. Here's Tripp. She gets fouled under the rim. She'll have 2 shots. Get the replay of the foul here.
Now you can see right there, it looks like she got maybe her head. Kind of hard to tell. Last time these two teams played, Kylie Grassy led the way in their 77-point victory with 29. Sydney Bradbury had 14 right behind her. Amelia Gonsalves also with 29. Kylie Gates had 18, leading Salem State. Jump ball again. Possession arrow going in the way of Salem State.
Jump ball. Vikings ball.
With the replay right there. You can see it's taken by Tang. She kind of lost control of it. And then eventually it was picked up off the floor. It's Gates with the ball now for Salem State. Working inside. Bounce pass Gonsalves. She puts that one up for 2.
That's a couple there for Gonsalves.
Goucher gets it to Grassy. Grassy working, finds Bradbury in the corner for three, no good. Bounces off the side of the rim. Cleveland with defensive rebound puts it up. First attempt not good, second attempt is. And Ariel Cleveland gets her first points of the game.
Yeah, great offensive rebound. Able to keep the play alive and finish it off.
Substitution came on just a little bit ago for Salem State. First sub for either team. Maya McConey comes into the game. She's going to replace Nicole Diatrio.
The turnover there by Salem. Travel.
Goucher taking it up for the Bears, working on Neves. Goucher tries to blow by her, hits Bradbury in the corner. Bradbury's going to drive inside. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Cleveland. That's no good either. Tang taking it up, crossover, puts that one up for two, no good. Rebounded by Caroline Tripp.
The opportunities are there for Salem.
They've had a couple just rushing shots. The Bears rushed that possession a little bit, tried to get it up to Grassy too fast as Gates drives inside. Not going to get anything, but they're going to get Cleveland with a foul. They're going to get Grassy with a foul. And we saw that replay. Cleveland thought it was on her, but you see Grassy get a piece of that left hand of Gates. So that's going to sign Kylie Gates to the line for two. She makes her first. Kylie Gates 2 for 2 from the charity stripe early. Now it's just a 3-point deficit for the Vikings. Tripp almost loses it, able to get it away to Goucher. Goucher to Grassy in the corner. Grassy going to go inside. Passes that back to Goucher. Outside Tripp. Tripp working on Gates. Grassy in the corner. She's going to pull. No good. Rebound Cleveland. Cleveland puts that one up and she knocks it down.
Another offensive rebound, another bucket for Cleveland.
What she does a lot of her work in the paint. Physical player, and she's showing it early.
Yeah, the defense is great from Salem. They just haven't been able to get those rebounds.
Shot no good from the corner. That was Neves. Tripp working quickly, passes it to Bradbury. Goucher driving in, swings it out to Tripp. Tripp floats it in for Cleveland, and Cleveland again. 6 points in the paint, and we're getting a timeout for the Vikings. It's going to be a 30 for the Vikings. They're down 7 here early in the first quarter.
Bridgewater State leads offensive rebounds 7-0. Salem's going to want to clean that up if they're going to do anything in this quarter.
Yeah, and that's a huge reason for the deficit they're suffering right now. Just letting the Bears dominate them with the offensive boards.
Off those 7 rebounds, Bridgewater has 6 second chance points.
Taking up Kylie Gates. Directing some traffic as she works on Grassy. Bounce pass to Tang. Tang looking for a pass. She'll find McConney. McConney pulls for 3. No good. Rebound. Caroline Tripp barely keeps that one in bounds, getting it over to Ariel Cleveland. Kylie Grassy trying to shake off Gonsalves. She will. Some tough defense by the Vikings, and Grassy's going to get fouled by Gates. It's going to be Grassy's second trip to the line here in the first quarter.
First personal 13 foul. Kylie Grassy shooting 2.
Grassy shooting 77.5 from the free throw line this season. 22.2 points per game. She misses her first. Knocks down her second. Now the Bears have 14. Gates taking it up, passes to McConney. McConney to Gonsalves. Driving inside, swings to the corner for Tang. Tang pulls, no good. Rebound Bradbury. Bradbury taking it herself. Passes it to the corner for Goucher. Goucher, Euro, drives inside, and she lays that one in for 2. Gates corner, McConney pulls, no good. Gates gets the rebound. Swings that one to Neves for 3, and she drills it. Neves with her first bucket of the game. Tripp, quick handoff to Grassi. Pass inside, Grassi in the paint. Working on Neves, gets that one to drop for 2.
There's not much you can do on defense there against Kylie Grassi when she's in the paint.
Gates bounces it to Neves. Neves right back to her. Now McConney up top. Losing it for a second is Tang. She's able to regain control. Tries to drive in on Goucher, but they're going to blow the whistle. Get a replay right there. We're also going to get a substitution. Nicolette Diatria comes back on. Jordan Peebles and Erin Rice come on for the Bears. So a couple of substitutions here for both teams. Rice with the ball. She hits Grassi. Grassi gets it over to Peebles. Peebles bounce pass inside to Goucher. Nice pass, and Goucher puts it in for 2. Neves with the ball. She pulls from 3. She already has 1, and she drills it. Jalen Neves is heated up here in the first quarter. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Caroline Tripp tried to float that one over to Jaden Peebles. Got that rejected. As Tang tries to drive inside on Rice. Good defense by Erin Rice. He's going to help first the turnover. Caroline Tripp comes up with it.
I think that's 6 turnovers for Salem.
Definitely something they got to work on going into the second quarter. Gates driving quickly, gets it to Tang.
Another one.
It's going to be, looks like Caroline Tripp comes up with it eventually. Too much on that pass for Kylie Grassi. That was going to go out of bounds.
Hit her in the back of the head.
Unfortunate sequence right there for the Bears. It's going to be Neves to throw in for the Vikings. Gates takes it up, gets it to Neves. Tang now. Diatria pulls from 3, no good. And Jordan Peebles comes up with the ball. Tripp driving quickly. She'll float that one in herself for 2. And the Bears now have 22.
Signature Tripp layup there.
It's what she does best. Bears getting ready to send on a substitution. Torian Drewski. Under a minute left to go in the first quarter.
Salem's Phillips also waiting to check in.
Bears lead by 8. Tripp to Grassi. Grassi mid-range 2, and she knocks that one down. Maybe past the free throw line. You see Caroline Tripp has that black tape on her right shoulder. She dislocated that a couple weeks ago. She's played the past couple games with it. It hasn't slowed her down at all. As Gonsalves floats that one in for 2.
I think she might have even done it again last weekend. That's what I heard, but still fighting through it.
Grassi with the ball up top. Looking for the pass, she'll find Tripp. Shot clock coming within 10. Bounce pass picked off by Neves. She gets it to Gates quickly. Grassi and Rice collide. Hitting the ground right in front of the table. And Gates puts that one in for 2.
A little bit of a gasp from everyone in the crowd there. Didn't look too great.
Yeah, Grassi and Rice both shaken up a little bit. You can see right there they collide, going for that pass for Gates.
Hopefully nobody hit their heads.
Looks like they're going to send both of them to the bench. They had planned on sending in Leahy already, but Bradbury a little bit of an impromptu sub as Grassi and Rice go to the corner to get checked out by the trainer. That's going to do it for us in the first quarter. Bears lead 24-18. Strong first quarter by the Bears so far. Kylie Grassi leads the team with 9 points.
Yeah, the Bears have 14 total rebounds and are leading, Salem leads on turnovers 7-5. So Salem wants to turn something around in the second quarter. They're going to have to get some rebounds in the paint and start keeping the ball on offense.
And you look at it as well. They have a lot more fouls than the Bears. Only 1 trip to the line for the Vikings, 3 trips for Bridgewater. They're shooting 66.7% from the charity stripe so far.
Yeah, when Salem does what they do well is keeping the Bears outside the perimeter, but once they get into the paint, you can clearly see that there's an issue for Salem because they're fouling and they're also giving up rebounds.
And Ariel Cleveland, too, has been feasting right under the net. She has 6. The Bears have 18 points total in the paint. This game, Salem State has 10.
We talked about Demores being out, but clearly the Bears are doing all right rebounds-wise.
Yeah, that was a worry for them coming in, losing one of your top rebounders, but it has not been a problem here in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So see who they send in here for quarter number 2.
It is only a 6-point difference, so.
And Grassi and Rice will stay on the bench. So it'll be Leahy, Goucher, Bradbury, Peebles, and Tripp going in for the Bears. Aaron Rice is up walking around on the bench, so it looks like she might be good. Nothing too bad, at least. You see our BSU cheer team here. Caroline Tripp gets things started in quarter number 2. Tripp hits Peebles. Peebles had some big games as of late. The Bears have been dealing with some injuries, and Peebles has come off huge off the bench. Goucher drives inside, working on Neves. Goucher puts that one up, no good. But the Bears get the foul. They'll call that one on Jalen Neves. That's going to be her first. Goucher will go to the line for 2. She has 6 points already. This is her first trip to the line. On the season, she's shooting 61.5%. As that percentage just went up as she knocks down her first. And Goucher hits them both. Bears jump ahead by 8 now. Gates with the ball. Gets it to Neves. Neves right to her. Diatria guarded by Bradbury. Swings it inside Gonsalves. Gonsalves working through some tough defense.
Jump ball.
And the possession arrow does go in the way of Salem State. Get a replay right there. Gonsalves is into a swarm of Goucher, Peebles, and Bradbury, forcing the jump ball. It's Diatria beyond the arc. Passes that one down to Gates. Gates driving inside. Bounce pass to Neves. Neves to Diatria. Diatria swings. Gonsalves working on Peebles, Bradbury, and Goucher, and she gets that one to drop, and she gets the and one.
Very nicely done. Crowded by three Bears defenders. Gets the point and free throw.
And right before the shot clock expired, too, you see it right in the background there. She gets that one up. About 1.5 seconds left to knock it down. That was a tough basket by Gonsalves. No good on the potential three-point play. As Sydney Bradbury gets the defensive board. Tripp working on Gates. She hits Peebles. Peebles up top. Looking for a pass. She'll just flip it to Tripp. Tripp to Bradbury. Bradbury inside to Goucher. Goucher pulls for 2. No good. It will be good. It took a weird bounce in. Spoke too soon. I'm sorry for doubting you, Sophia Goucher. She's got 10. Inside, Gonsalves lays that one up. Good find.
Seems to be their go-to move.
Amelia Gonsalves, tallest player on the court for either team, coming in at 5'11". She's using that height to her advantage. Driving inside, Jordan Peebles, no good on the reverse layup. Coming up with it, Haley Phillips, who just subbed in. Caroline Tripp with a great defensive play. She's going to try to take it to the basket herself, and she gets it in for 2.
Very nicely done to pick up that interception and finish off as well.
Ario Cleveland and Kylie Grassi away to check in here for the Bears after that scary collision Grassi had with Rice. It's good to see her getting ready to come back on. Huge player for the Bears in all 3 seasons she's been here. 22.2 points per game as that corner 3 is no good from Haley Phillips.
Yeah, Coach Casey will be relieved to see that both of her players are fine.
Bradbury has it in the corner. Tripp up top, inside Peebles. Peebles trying to work around Gonsalves, no good. Gets it to Leahy. That one's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it's off knees. So Grassi and Cleveland check in for Peebles and Leahy. And Erin Rice has rejoined the rest of the team on the bench. She's no longer getting looked at by the trainer. So that's a good sign for the Bears. Bradbury pulls from 3 and she knocks one down. You were saying she's usually good from 3. It just might take her a minute to heat up, and she knocks down her first.
Yeah, that might be the first of many.
Gates working on Tripp. To Tendeves in the corner. Speaking of 3s, Knees have 2 of them. It's going to be a charge taken by Sophia Goucher. Oh, they're going to call a travel.
Either way, it's a turnover for Salem yet again. Both Goucher and Gonsalves have kind of taken the center of attention the past couple of minutes. Goucher has 10 points, same as Gonsalves.
Leading both their teams respectively. McConney comes back in for the Vikings. Tripp takes it up top. Trying to work on Gates. Bradbury now rifles that one into Cleveland. Cleveland hits Goucher for the long 2, no good. The rebound's taken by Gates, but they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. So one of the few times we've seen the Vikings out-rebound the Bears here, and they step out of bounds and turn it over. Goucher hits Cleveland, puts it up, no good. Travel called on Ario Cleveland. Get the replay right there of the travel. Gates takes it up. She hits Diatria. Right back to Gates. Tang now up top. Passes that one inside the paint. Broken up. They were looking for Gonsalves, and Ario Cleveland got her hand on it.
Crossing a little too quick on the transition. Gives it away.
Ooh, nice pass by Gates in transition to Gonsalves, but not going to get anything to fall. And they're going to say Caroline Tripp went out of bounds with it. That replay right there. Gates, nice pass to Gonsalves. She just wasn't able to get anything to drop. And then right here, you see, that's a close call. I don't think Tripp's foot touched the line, but I don't blame the ref for making that call.
There's been a couple of those.
Goucher takes it up. Driving inside, she'll take it herself, and she gets that one to drop.
Flowing with confidence right now, Goucher.
Yeah, that Cleveland travel, too. I wasn't exactly sure where she traveled with it. Up top, it's Gates. She gets it to Diatria. Back to Gates. Hits Tang wide open for 3, no good. Sails that one over the net, but Gonsalves with the rebound. She'll pull from the corner, no good. McConey gets that one to drop.
Not second chance, but third chance.
First points of the game for Amaya McConey. As Caroline Tripp drives to the bucket and answers back very quickly. She's got 7. Salem's going to burn another timeout.
Bears looked a little shaky there, losing the ball twice in the same possession, but quickly make it down the other end.
And still able to maintain that lead. They're now up by 13. Salem State slowly clawing back in the rebounds category. They have 12 to the Bears 16. But the defensive boards, the Bears have 9 to their 6. That's going to be the difference maker. Bears have looked strong today, as they have in all their MASCAC matchups so far. Undefeated in the conference, with 5 games following this one.
I'd like to welcome the Bishop State girls basketball team in attendance today.
So timeout's broken up. It's going to be the same 5 on for Salem State. Same 5 for the Bears. Salem State ball, it's Kylie Gates taking it up. Goucher all over Tang right there. Tang bounces it inside to Gonsalves, but she's covered well by Ariel Cleveland.
That seems to be a tactic maybe deployed by Casey. Kind of double team Gonsalves when she's underneath.
And she had been putting a lot of work in there throughout this game, as Bradbury, no good, drops off front iron. Gates taking this one quickly, trying to drive to the basket. Was looking for Tang, but all she found was Kylie Grassi. Absolute missile coming from Caroline Tripp to Goucher. She'll swing. Bradbury, no good. Front iron again. Whistle called by the official. They'll call a foul on Ariel Cleveland. That's going to be a push. That'll turn that over. Second team foul for the Bears. Gates finds Tang. Tang trying to get past Goucher. In the corner, it's Diatria. She'll get it back to Tang. Now Gates wide open for 3, and she drills it.
It's a good shot.
Kylie Gates. That's her first 3 of the game. She's got 7 points. Kylie Grassi with it now for the Bears. She'll pull from 3, and she'll match it. There is no doubt about that one, as Kylie Grassi knocks it down. She's got 10. I'm sorry, she has 12. See, I have Kylie Gates and Kylie Grassi on my screen. I knew I was bound to mix them up eventually. Tang with the ball. She'll find Kylie Gates. Gates thought about the shot. She'll get it back to Tang. Tang to Gonsalves. Gonsalves working on Cleveland. Cleveland knocks that one away. That's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes in the way of the Bears.
Gonsalves diving back in to save that ball, but ends up in a jump ball.
It's a good defensive play there by Ariel Cleveland. Pokes that one away. Forcing the jump ball. Jordan Peebles going to sub on here as Goucher heads to the bench. She and Kylie Grassi both lead the Bears with 12. Tripp takes it up. She'll find Bradbury. Bradbury guarded by Diatria, gets back to Tripp. Inside Cleveland, outside Bradbury. The pass by Peebles broken up by Gonsalves. And a turnover for the Bears, forced by Salem State. Tang up top. She'll pull from 3, no good. Defensive rebound, Bradbury. Quick pass, Caroline Tripp. She'll find Peebles. Peebles right back to her. Tripp drives inside, bounces it into Grassi, and she knocks that one down. Kylie Grassi has 14.
That combination is what's made this Bears team so great this whole season.
Yeah, 2 Plymouth North alumni working together for the basket there. As Neves and Phillips get ready to sub back in. Tang mid-range, not going to drop. Second effort by Gonsalves won't go either. Third effort by Gonsalves will. And she has 12. Kylie Grassi trying to work quickly on the bucket. Not going to get anything to drop there. As Diatria comes up with it. She was looking for Kylie Gates. But Caroline Tripp picks that one off. She gets it to Grassi quickly, and that Plymouth North connection, good for another 2.
Good hustle defense again by Tripp.
Caroline Tripp has just been flying up the court so far today, forcing yet another turnover. Big reason why the Bears are up by 15 here. Diatria working around the screen, drives, tried the bounce pass, almost got it in between Peebles' legs, but Peebles got a piece of it and was able to turn it over. Tripp looking for Grassy again. That one's going to go out of bounds. As Neves and Phillips sub on, Diatria and McConey are going to come off. It looks like a Salem State player got their hands on that as Peebles gets ready to throw it in. She'll have to find the deep pass to Bradbury. Now with Tripp working on Gates. Trying to work inside, bounce pass into Cleveland. Good defense there by Tang. And Salem State comes up with it. Tang finds Phillips. Phillips pulls from three, no good. Rebound taken by Gonzalez. She gets it out quickly to Kylie Gates. Kylie Gates for three, and she knocks that one down.
Gates starting to get a little hot.
That's her second three-pointer of the quarter. Under 45 left to go. Ball's with Jordan Peebles. She'll hit Grassy. Grassy looking for a pass. She'll find a long one to Caroline Tripp in the corner to Bradbury. Shot clock under 10. Peebles absolutely shut down there by Gonzalez, and they'll call an up-down on Jordan Peebles. The replay right there, some good defense. I think that might actually be a double dribble, not an up-down. Some good defense by Emilia Gonzalez.
Last possession of the half.
Neves gets it to Tang up top. Tang yet to hit from beyond the arc. She'll drive inside and turn the ball over. It's Sydney Bradbury coming up with it for the Bears. Whistle blown by one of our officials. They'll call a foul on Emilia Gonzalez. That's her second personal, third team foul. Sophia Goucher going to sub in here for Jordan Peebles. Caroline Tripp going to wait to touch it, try to preserve some clock. Ariel Cleveland forced to pull from three, and she knocks it down as the clock expires. Not someone you see pull from three that often, but Ariel Cleveland drills that one. She's got 9.
She had a couple seconds even, turned and drilled that.
All her points came within the paint so far, and then she knocks down that.
Yeah, nothing but net there.
So the Bears will go into the half, leading by 15, 47-32. Kylie Grassy leads the way with 16, Goucher closely behind her with 12. And we'll be back with you after the break.
Cybersecurity is in high demand. There are over 750,000 unfilled cybersecurity jobs in the nation.
The cyber rage is incredible. You just don't see resources like this at other universities.
This level of personal interaction allows our faculty mentor to really provide the kind of guidance that students will need when they work on live fire exercises, hands-on experiences, projects.
I'm confident that Bridgewater State University is setting me up for careers in cybersecurity.
If you want a career in cybersecurity, come to Bridgewater State University. That's really the place to be.
Let's go Bears! Every touchdown.
Touchdown! And Bridgewater State adds to their lead.
Every dunk.
There for the putback.
Oh, man.
Every three. That's good. Every home run.
The left center, and that's a 2-run homer.
You're watching BSN, powered by BTV.
Every day's a great day to be a Bear.
Why did I choose Bridgewater? I have always wanted to be a pilot. I just love the flying.
The education I got helped me get the job I have today, a senior accountant at Cumberland Farms.
I'm getting the chance to do independent research on type 2 diabetes.
We are Bridgewater State University.
This is what the future of local TV could be if we don't act now. Local access television is the connection to your local community, but its future is in danger. Without legislative action on how it's funded, local TV will inevitably fade away. If we don't act now, an invaluable source of local programming will become extinct. We stand to lose one of the only sources of free speech media, one which is equitable and accessible to all. Local TV keeps you connected, informed, and entertained. Our neighbors are the faces of local TV. You are the voices of the community, so let's continue to be heard. We need you to act now. Save our stations. Call your state representative and state senator and urge them to support House Bill H-74 and Senate Bill S-34. For more information, visit fatv.org/SOS.
Boxing is back in Bridgewater. Granite Chin Promotions, in association with Bridgewater Television, bring you a night of fights featuring Joe Bush, Anthony the Gentle Savage Andriozzi, James Pitbull Perkins, and Kevin Big Gulp Nagel. All the benefit of veterans nonprofit organization in Bridgewater, the Fire for Effect Foundation. February 24th, doors open at 6:30, first bell 7 p.m. Tickets at the door or online at granite-chin-promotions.ticketleap.com. That's granite-chin-promotions.ticketleap.com.
There have been many members of this corporation who have served voluntarily and spent many hours of their personal time to work toward creating a local network with varied programs to serve the community of Bridgewater. The BTV Access Corporation over the years has provided a platform for many individuals to express their creative ideas and different programs of interest to this community.
This is a community facility. BTV Cable Access is here to present and to represent all the voices in town, all of the varying attitudes and ideas and feelings that Bridgewater has.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
For me, being a part of Division III is all about having the opportunity to interact and engage with student athletes on a daily basis in a way that we may not find at any other division. It's an opportunity to listen, to engage, to hear the needs and wants of our student athletes and their goals, both on the fields and in the classroom, and having that unique opportunity to be a part of that growth for them and continue to watch them succeed on a daily basis.
As a division, we've grown a great deal on the national stage in our competition, of our affiliations, our relationships with emerging sports. So it's a good time to be in Division III and a better time in front of us.
The way I've really seen Division III grow is in the coverage of our student athletes. That would not be possible without the amazing staffs of our sports information directors and our directors of communications at all of our schools, in the conference office, and at the NCAA level. It's really allowed us to tell our story in a way that I don't think we previously did tell our story.
We've encountered a lot of different changes over the last 10 to 15 years, and the administration and the leadership in Division III athletics has had the ability to listen and to make the appropriate steps to continue to support our student athletes on a daily basis, while still being able to hold true to who we are and our core beliefs of what Division III is all about.
I think the level of competition and athleticism of our student athletes, the professionalism and care from our coaching staff, the level of resources available to our student athletes, not the least of which is our sports performance folks, our sports medicine staff, have all increased dramatically in my 10 years as a ADR. I think equally important, the NCAA has strengthened its financial commitment to having an enhanced championship experience and also becoming a more thoughtful, a more diverse, and a more inclusive association.
To me, the future of Division III athletics still looks very strong, mostly because we in Division III understand who we are, we know what our values are, and no matter what the changes are that come down the road, we stay true to that.
People are going to see Division III as the home for the real, true student-athlete experience. We're going to still have opportunities to take part in a multitude of sports. You're still going to have the opportunity to get a great academic degree. You're going to have access to study abroad and everything else the general population has access to. And you're not going to be streamlined into having to prioritize athletics.
While I think we may see some changes coming in intercollegiate athletics overall, I remain very confident in our ability to offer our student athletes the opportunity to play their sport that they've worked so hard at in conjunction with their overall academic experience at their institution.
Through my experience in Division III and through all my teammates and classmates and people in National SAC, I really hope that the participation continues to grow and student athletes stay student athletes.
I think our strategic focus on offering a comprehensive and inclusive educational experience, a more sustainable business model, and having an outsized impact on student success and well-being will be increasingly attractive to a larger and more diverse group of schools.
To me, being part of Division III is being surrounded by people who their academics and their athletics is 1A and 1B. Those two priorities are always at the forefront of everything, that we do, and that's what makes it special.
Yeah, I mainly picked Division III because of the balance. I think I wanted to play basketball competitively, but also get, a good education at a rigorous institution. So that was the main reason why I was looking at Division III as a whole. As a former Division III student athlete, I'm so thankful for the opportunities that I had, both athletically and academically. Now I have a job where on a daily basis, I get to give back. I work with some amazing administrators, and hopefully we are now providing the student athletes with the same opportunity and experiences that I was privileged with.
I think for Division III, our ability to offer a fulsome experience, a fulsome academic and educational experience, similar to other enrolled students, is in fact the secret sauce of Division III, and that's what makes us so special.
Let's go Bears! Every touchdown.
Touchdown! And Bridgewater State adds to their lead.
Every dunk.
There for the putback. Oh, man.
Every three.
That's good.
Every home run.
The left center, and that's a 2-run homer.
You're watching BSN, powered by BTV.
Every day's a great day to be a Bear.
Right, everybody, welcome back from the break. We're back at the Adrian Tinsley Center where the Bears lead the Salem State Vikings 47-32. Kylie Grassi leads both teams in scoring. She's got 16. She gets some stats showing up for you on the screen. Salem State's really clawed back in the rebounds category. They were getting out-rebounded a lot by the Bears early on. Now they're up on them by 1.
Yeah, first quarter, they definitely were getting rebounded and then into the second quarter as well. But they were able to turn around. Also, turnovers is still a big issue for Salem. They're leading 17-10 over the Bears in turnovers. So that's something they're going to have to clean up if they're going to make this margin a little closer.
Yeah, that's for sure. Fouls, another big thing. The Bears have had 4 trips to the line. Salem State just 2. Bears have played a much cleaner game. That's clearly affected the score. The Bears have 12 points off those free throws. I'm sorry, 6 points.
After that first quarter, Coach Ashley White of Salem State was probably telling her team that they need to get some rebounds in the paint, especially on defense. Now after that second quarter and had halftime, Coach White was definitely talking about turnovers.
Salem State starts with the ball, starting 5 out there for both teams. It's Kylie Gates working on Grassi. She gets it to Nieves. High pass inside for Gonsalves. Bounced around, it's gonna go out of bounds. And they're gonna say it went off Gonsalves. They're gonna change the call. They're gonna say it went out on Cleveland. For a second, the official pointed down the Bears side of the court, but he switched. I definitely thought that went out up for Cleveland for sure. It's not gonna matter as Kylie Grassi with the takeaway here. We were just talking about having to slow down with the turnovers, and the Bears work quickly. Goucher puts that one in for 2.
Yeah, a quick couple passes. That was a great transition point.
Tang with the ball. Drives inside, works around the Gonsalves screen, lays that one up and no good. Rebound taken by Cleveland. She gets that to Tripp. Ariel Cleveland on the game, 6 boards. Only player with more is Gonsalves. She has 7. Kylie Gates tries to lay that one up and in. Rebound, Caroline Tripp. Sydney Bradbury not going to take the 3. She'll pass to Grassi for the corner 3, and she knocks that one down. Kylie Grassi has 19.
Give Kylie Grassi an open look in the corner. You know what's going to happen.
Seen that sight many times here at the Tinsley Center. Nieves tries to answer it back, no good. Kylie Gates with the rebound, and Tang puts that one up and in. The first points of the game for Tang. Goucher long pass to Tripp. Tripp flips to the corner. Bradbury in the corner, no good. Cleveland tries to put that one up. She's going to draw the foul.
Another offensive rebound for Cleveland.
They're going to hit Gonsalves with the call. Look at the foul right there. Makes some contact with Cleveland as she goes up. That's going to send her to the line for 2. It's her first trip to the line. Quick sub here for the Vikings. Gonsalves going to sub off. Haley Phillips going to come on. Gonsalves 3 fouls so far. Want to discuss that one with the ref for a second. As Cleveland knocks down her first. Cleveland 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Now the Bears move ahead by 20.
Makes it look easy enough.
It's Tang working on Goucher. Showed Nieves in the corner. Nieves passes it back to Tang. Tang has trouble corralling it. She'll eventually get it, but she'll get called for a travel.
It's good pass in traffic by Nieves.
Caroline Tripp taking the ball up. She'll hit Grassi. Grassi back to her. Tripp back to Grassi. Grassi inside Cleveland in the corner for Goucher. Goucher swings it across. Sydney Bradbury for 3, and she knocks it down. Sydney Bradbury, she's got 6.
The second 3.
Nieves drives, puts that one up, tries to get it off the backboard, no good. Quick pass, Tripp to Goucher. Goucher lays that one up, and it's going to take a bad roll. Rebounded by Diatrio. Gates drives to the basket. No good. Rebound Tang. Second effort. She'll get that one to drop. She's got 4.
Good handles by Tripp in the paint. Reverse layup.
Great reverse layup by Caroline Tripp. 30-second timeout for Salem State. Salem State's falling down here. 23 points is the deficit. Still a lot of basketball left to be played as we see that great reverse layup by Caroline Tripp.
We talked about the shoulder of Bears Caroline Tripp. She seems to quite often throw the ball over her head from the backcourt. You know what I mean? On those transitional plays, it happens quite often for the Bears. Maybe, I wonder every time she does that if she has any feeling, but seems to be doing okay now. But there's always a risk, you know.
She's been throwing some lasers out there, but definitely don't want to re-aggravate that. She had the initial injury, re-aggravated it a little bit ago, like you said earlier. And not looking to let that happen again. And it hasn't slowed her down here today. It's Gates. Tries to put that one up. Rebound taken by Grassi.
With speed.
Goucher in the corner, gonna think about it, then drive inside.
Looking for a foul.
She hits the ground. Nieves loses it, but it's gonna be a foul on Caroline Tripp.
Goucher is frustrated.
I don't blame her for that. Tang's gonna throw it in here for the Vikings. You saw the replay right there of Tripp's foul. Tang gets it to Diatria. Diatria drives inside, flips it out to Nieves, and she knocks that one down. Jalen Nieves hits her third three of the game. In the corner, Sophia Goucher answers right back.
Able to take out her frustration there.
A little bit mad about that no call. Nieves hit a three. Goucher answers right back. Diatria not able to get the initial bucket. Nieves again. No good. Unlucky bounce for her. And went out and in. Goucher takes it up. Tripp drives inside. Floats that one in through contact and one. Caroline Tripp.
You see the Salem players shaking their heads as if to say, what could I have done better there? There's not much you can do.
Caroline Tripp runs into that wall of Tang and Phillips and still gets that shot to drop. She'll have a chance at the three-point play. And 12 points on the game. She's got 5 rebounds and 4 assists to go along with her already 11. Make it 12 points. She has been fantastic for the Bears. Bears have 4 players in double digits. Cleveland, Tripp, like I just said, Goucher, and Grassi.
It's a shame Salem have kind of let this one get away from them a little bit.
Yeah, this is a big lead for the Bears. Goucher gets the whistle for the foul. It's going to be her first. Tang working on her. She'll pull from the top of the arc, and she knocks it down.
Good shot.
Beautiful three there by Abuk Tang. That's her first from beyond the arc this game. Cleveland inside, swings Bradbury. Straight nylon right there. Sydney Bradbury makes her third three. Gates tried to drive inside, lost it for a second. McConaughey eventually came up with it. And Kylie Grassi with a huge takeaway, intercepting that pass. She'll drive it to the net herself and drop that one in for an easy 2.
The Vikings getting a little tired, and the Bears just riding on their momentum.
Great read by Kylie Grassi. 11 of 10, or 8 of 11 from the field. I'm sorry, I was looking at Goucher's stats too. She's 7 of 10 from the field. Gates to Tang. Tang looking for an opening. Should pass that inside. Phillips. Phillips guarded well by Cleveland. Not going to let anything happen there as the Bears come up with it. Grassi to Tripp. Tripp driving inside. They're going to say no good. Shot went in. Not going to count. They're going to call a foul on Abuk Tang. going to be her first foul of the game. Happened before the shot went off. Haley Phillips going to sub off here. Gonzalez is going to sub back on. Goucher, quick pass to Cleveland. That one takes an unlucky roll around the rim. And the Bears going to come up empty on this possession. It's Gates driving inside quickly, tries to float that one up and in. There's a whistle, and I think that's going to be on Goucher. Now it's going to be Cleveland. Ariel Cleveland, her second foul of the game. The Bears have played a really clean game so far. Cleveland just the first Bear to have more than one foul. Gates knocks down her first.
Yeah, I believe the Bears have outscored the Vikings 18 to now 8 in the past 8 or so minutes.
Goucher thought about the shot, drives inside, mid-range 2. She gets that one to fall. Sophia Goucher's got 19. She has had quite the game. 8 for 11 from the field. Gates trying to work around Bradbury. She'll hit Nieves. Nieves steps back from a little beyond the free throw line. Not going to get it to drop. Tang with the second effort. Not going to get that to go either. And Caroline Tripp with a great defensive stand. Rifles that one into Kylie Grassi, but right off the bottom of the backboard. A little bit late on that pass. Gates pulls long 2. No good. Rebound by Tripp.
Oh.
Tripp floats that one up and in.
Be another N1 for Tripp. The Vikings just slow to get back there on defense. They turned it over, and it was a 2v5 almost. You can see the Vikings jogging back behind.
And there was the foul. It was called on Nieves. Tough roll for Caroline Tripp when she hit the floor. We've talked a lot about Goucher and Grassi's offense tonight, but Ariel Cleveland is on double-double watch. She's got 11 points and 9 boards. One more, and she'll have that double-double. Of course, she subbed off, and Jordan Peebles came on.
Yeah, she's definitely stepped up, considering that DeMoores is out today.
McConney, no good. Rebound by Gonzalez. Gets that one over Peebles and Tripp, and puts that one back for 2. It's Tripp taking it up for the Bears. They lead by 29. Bradbury outside in the corner. Goucher for 3, no good. Rebound by McConney. Gonzalez slowing things down. Nieves gets it over to Gates. Gates bounces it inside. Great pass to Tang, and she gets that one to drop. Book Tang was 0 for 7 from the field coming into this quarter. As Kylie Grassi misses on 3.
There's a player on the court here.
Nieves is down. They're going to call a timeout there.
Seems to be in quite a bit of pain.
Tang was 0 for 7 from the field coming into this. She's now made 4 straight. Nieves getting that left ankle checked out. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe took a shin to the ankle or
maybe
something like that.
Weird landing.
We just hope it wasn't the knee.
She was down for quite a bit before they stopped the play. Nicolette Diatria getting ready to sub on for her. Judging from the look on some of the Salem State players' faces, it doesn't look too good. So Nieves is going to get up here. She'll walk off on both feet under her own power. So hopefully this isn't the last we've seen of her today. She does still seem to be a little bit shaken up.
She's played a decent amount of minutes in this game.
So Diatria comes on for the Vikings. Emily Quinn and Aaron Rice coming on here for the Bears. Tripp and Bradbury going to head to the bench. So it's good to see Erin Rice back out there after she had that collision with Grassi right in front of a table in the first quarter. Goucher, deep pass to Grassi. She'll pass it off to Quinn. Quinn working on Gates. Quinn drives inside, passes it out to Peebles. Inside, Rice floats that one up and in for two. And the junior out of Medway has her first points of the game. Tang rifles that one inside to Diatria. McConney out deep to Gates. Gates floats that one in, no good. McConney with the board. Gates pulls, no good. Front iron. And that one's going to go off the ref. Collision there in between Peebles and Gonsalves. Not sure who possession's going to go to right there. It's the last touch by the ref. I think it's going to be the Bears.
Out of bounds, Bears ball.
It will be Bears ball as Goucher sets to throw it in. Emily Quinn had a wide open lane to the net. Great pass to Peebles, and she hits the ground hard.
That's 3 or 4 times now we've seen players hit the floor.
Yeah, that was rough. She gets up quick. They call the foul on Gonzalez. And you see right there, I think she got tripped up.
Just a trip. Unintentional by Gronkowski.
Now in the game for Salem, number 33, Haley Phillips.
Gonsalves, that's her 4th foul of the game, so she's in foul trouble. And they'll send her to the bench. Haley Phillips will come on as her replacement. Peebles misses her first. It's Peebles' first trip to the line of the day. She'll knock down number 2. And Gates will take it up now for the Vikings. Bears lead by 30. Diatria drives inside. Nice pass to Haley Phillips. Phillips for 3, no good. Rebound by Quinn. Gates pressing Quinn closely. Quinn able to barely get a pass off to Goucher.
Could be a foul by the Vikings.
They're going to hit Tang with the foul. That's her 3rd.
That's her 2nd personal.
You can see the experience there by Gates defending the freshman.
Goucher knocks down her first. She has 20. 2 for 2 from the line already on the night. 3 for 3 now. Now a perfect 4 for 4. She ties Kylie Grassi for the points leader in this game with 21. Gates, good pass to a wide open McConney, no good. Rebound by Gates. Gates takes it out beyond the arc, drives inside on Quinn. And was looking for the bounce pass into Tang, but it was taken away by Peebles. Goucher is going to turn the ball over. Tang fighting through a couple Bears defenders there, not going to be able to get the basket.
Vikings senior Kylie Gates clearly frustrated. They're trying to create something. She got the ball back even, forced a turnover, shaking her head at her coach on the sidelines.
And they're going to hit Goucher with a carry violation. First time we've seen one of those in a minute as Diatria pulls from 3, no good. Rebound taken by Erin Rice.
Good hustle again.
Rice loses it. It's Gates who comes up with it. I think they're going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going in the Bears' direction.
Bears ball. Timeout, Bears.
First timeout here used by Bridgett Casey. Not sure if it's going to be a 30 or if it's going to be a 30. First timeout of the game for the Bears. They lead by 32. Grassi and Goucher lead the way with 21 apiece. Tripp behind them with 15. Cleveland's got 11. 9 boards to go along with that. Bradbury's got 9 points as well, all off threes. On the other side, Gonsalves has 14. Gates has 12. Nieves has 11. And Tang has 9. Only 5-point scorers for the Vikings so far this game. So it'll be Goucher to get things started here again with 10 seconds left in the third.
Vikings were able to make the first half close competition, but as you can see, they only have 7 players, meaning they only have 2 substitutions, possible substitutions to make, which is why you've kind of seen Bridgewater take this game away, I think. They just ran out of gas, the Vikings.
Yeah, and that's tough when your roster's limited like this. It's going to hurt when it comes to substitutions. And like you said, they've just ran out of gas. So that'll do it for things in the third quarter. Bears going to go into quarter number 4, up by 32. If you like basketball, we'll have more of that for you. 3 p.m. The men's basketball teams from both these schools face off. The 8-10 Bears versus the 9-7 Vikings. 2 very evenly matched teams set to take off in just a little bit. Bears took that win by 14, 96-82 on January 3rd. That was at Salem State. Both teams looking to complete the home sweep here today. Looks like the Bears gonna send some substitutions. Caitlin Leahy and Sydney Bradbury just came up and touched the scorers table. Looks like they'll be subbing in here in a little bit.
You talked about Ariel Cleveland possible double-double. I hope she gets some time in this last quarter, maybe get another rebound.
Yeah, just so close. He's had a huge game in relief of Jess Demores, who's been dealing with an ankle injury. Happened midway through this week.
Yeah, Coach Casey has to know that she's close to having that double-double.
It's going to be Quinn, Rice, Peebles, Leahy, and Bradbury to start things off. Still wouldn't be shocked if we saw Cleveland come on in just a little bit. It's Tang guarded by Leahy. Diatria in the corner swings a wide pass over to Gates. Gates back to Diatria. McConney hits Tang. Tang trying to work inside on Quinn. It's out to Gates. Shot clock winding down. Gates pulls, takes a little bit of an awkward bounce, and gets at the drop. I'm sorry, that wasn't Gates. My view is blocked from our position. That was Amaya McConney with the 2. Quinn's going to pull now for the Bears. No good. Rebound taken by Bradbury just before it goes out of bounds, and Bradbury's going to pull, and that one takes a bounce in. Bradbury's got 12, all off threes. 4 for 10 from beyond the arc for Sydney Bradbury. McConney thinks about the shot, bounce pass inside to Haley Phillips, knocked away by Peebles, and Bradbury comes up with it. Bradbury rifles over quickly to Peebles, lays that one up and in for 2, and Jordan Peebles has 3 points. Sydney Bradbury's done a great job facilitating, 7 assists on the night. Tang bounces it inside. McConney floats that one up, no good. Haley Phillips barely keeps that one in bounds, but she pokes it over to Caitlin Leahy. Deep pass again by Bradbury to Peebles. Tries to lay that one up and in, no good. Second effort by Rice, no good. But a whistle called, and that's going to be a foul on Salem State and a boot 10.
Only one player on the floor for the Bears right now started the game, and that just shows you what I was talking about. Like, the Bears are still making points. They're still converting, despite their bench players being in.
So Amaya McConney and Haley Phillips are going to sub off. We got a couple of substitutions on for Salem State. It looks like we might get another one. Nieves and Gonsalves came back in. So Rice knocks down her first free throw. And it looks like Lamia Ashley's getting ready to check in for the first time. As Rice hits them both. Lamia Ashley going to sub in here. Nicolette Diatria heads to the bench. First time we've seen her so far tonight. It's Tang with the ball, working on Leahy. In the corner, Nieves, no good. Rebound. Not sure who came up with that, actually. The view was obscured by Salem State head coach Ashley White. Great view of the game, just sometimes those things happen. Sydney Bradbury working with the ball now. She'll hit Rice. Rice looking for the pass, she'll find Bradbury. Bradbury in the corner, it's Quinn. Quinn inside Peebles. Peebles bounces it inside Caitlin Leahy, no good. Ball's headed out of bounds. Rice tries to track it down, but it'll go out off the Bears. Good effort by Aaron Rice, just not able to get there in time. Now the ball's with the Vikings. They trail here by 37 now, with just under 8 minutes left in the fourth. Nieves pass inside to Gonsalves, but Jordan Peebles gets her hands on that, and that's another turnover. Bradbury's pass was knocked around. It still almost found its way to Aaron Rice, but eventually Bootang's going to come up with it. Nieves almost blocked by Rice. Good hesitation there by her. As Gonsalves tries to put that one up, it's not going to be good. Rebound taken away from Rice. She was stripped by Nieves. Rice rifles it over to Quinn. Quinn loses control of it for a second. A little surprised there was no kickball. Inside Leahy, no good. Peebles with the board. Peebles trying to fight through some contact, no good. It's going to be Gonsalves who comes up with it. Gonsalves now 9 rebounds as well, also on double-double watch. As Kylie Gates puts that one in for 2. She's got 14.
I think it'll be a turnover here.
They're going to call a foul there on Jalen Nieves.
Nieves mad. She thought she took the charge there.
That's her 4th foul of the game. Some substitutions on for the Bears. Ashley Johnson going to come into the game, the freshman out of Carver, Massachusetts. She's going to get the ball. Trying to work on Nieves. Good pass to Caitlin Leahy. Quinn to Leahy. Leahy back to Quinn. Johnson in the far corner. Johnson with the ball, trying to work on Nieves. Passes it out to Rice. Rice working around Caitlin Gates. Nice spin move, laying that one up and in for 2. Nieves drives inside on Rice, gets that one to drop. Foul called. They're going to say Aaron Rice got a piece of her head.
He's a replay.
It's Nieves' first trip to the line. She's got 15, leading the Vikings. Going to miss her one and only free throw attempt. Some good work by Caitlin Leahy, keeping possession of the ball there. Gates, the senior, showing her experience, trying to play some good defense right there. As Rice not able to corral that pass, that one goes out of bounds. Bears trying to move a little bit too quickly. Rebound there, and the double-double from Media Gonsalves. She's got 10 boards, 14 points.
Pretty impressive performance.
She's been an absolute monster in the paint.
Yeah.
There's going to be a foul on Tang. And I think they're going to sub her out. That's number 5. So Amaya McConney's going to come in as her replacement. Leahy gets ready to throw it in. Ashley Johnson with the ball up top. Good pass down to Peebles. Peebles passes it in the corner. Great pass by Caitlin Leahy. Finding Johnson wide open. Lays that one up and in for two.
Little hesitation. Draw the player, drives to the basket.
First point of the game there for Ashley Johnson. So McConney pulls from three, no good. Rebound by Rice. Rice bounce pass into Johnson. They're going to call a travel on Erin Rice. She had already stopped moving by the time they blew the whistle. So we get the replay right there of Ashley Johnson's layup. Gates takes it up now for the Vikings. It's Nieves working on Rice. Screen there by Gonsalves. Nieves no good. Rebound by Gonsalves. She puts that one in. Gonsalves 9 from 16 from the field. Ashley Johnson with the ball. Bounce pass to Emily Quinn. Quinn's going to draw the foul on Amaya McConney. And she'll go to the line. That's... Oh, I think that foul is actually going to be on Gonsalves. I'm not sure the refs are sure who it's on.
14 foul. Quinn for the line, shooting 2.
They never said who that foul was on, which could be big, because Gonsalves has 4 already. So if that was her 5th, there might be some trouble as Quinn misses her first free throw. It might have gone to Amaya McConney, but it looked like on the replay that it was Gonsalves. No word here from our PA announcer or the officials.
Another rebound and basket.
Just feasting. Feasting in the paint. That's her 12th rebound of the game. 13th, I'm sorry, my score just updated. It's going to be out of bounds off Salem State. So 13 rebounds and 20 points for Gonsalves. Some more players on for the Bears, a couple of freshmen. Tess Sinelli is going to come on here. And Morgan Ranucci, another freshman. Ranucci out of Waltham, Sinelli out of Norton. She played her high school ball at Bishop Feehan. It's going to be Sinelli, pass it to Leahy, and Leahy's going to try to get it back to her, but it's going to bounce off of Gates.
Good hustle by both teams.
Good hustle by Ranucci, and I think that's Quinn. It's going to be a jump ball going in the direction of the Bears. So all freshmen out there for the Bears. With this big lead, they're up by 29. Sinelli gets it to Leahy. Leahy to Johnson. Johnson gets that one out to Sinelli. Sinelli drives inside, floats that one in for 2. And Tess Sinelli right off the bench.
Nice reception from the crowd.
That's Sinelli's second career collegiate bucket. I just wanted to fact check that before I said anything. So it looks like Morgan Ranucci's going to be headed to the line. This is Sinelli's second appearance of the season. Played 8 minutes a little bit earlier. Haley Phillips going to sub on here. That's going to send off Lamia Ashley. This is Ranucci's first collegiate appearance and first collegiate points as she knocks down her second free throw. So the future of this Bears program on display here. Timeout called by the Bears. Just the second they've used Nicolette Diatria going to sub back on here for the Vikings. And Kylie Gates getting checked out by the trainer right in front of the table right now.
I think there's a little bit of blood on her knee. Maybe that's what the referee said. Getting it covered up.
Gates hasn't come out of this game once.
Yeah, a little blood on the knee is a small price to pay for the effort that she's put into this game tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say.
The senior out of Pembroke has 16 on the game, 8 assists, and 6 boards.
Kylie Gates and Anidia Goncalves have been really carrying this Vikings offense and defense.
The freshman 5 going to be out there again for the Bears. And Diatria didn't end up subbing in. She went up to the scorer's table like she was about to, but it's going to be McConney, Nieves, Phillips, Gonsalves, and Gates out there for the Vikings. It's a starting 5 in McConney. Coming down with the board is Tess Sinelli. Good pass there by Caitlin Leahy. Finds Morgan Ranucci, and she is rejected at the net and takes a hard trip to the floor.
She gets a little bit of hand there, Goncalves.
Gonsalves definitely in foul trouble now, and she's going to sub off. That's her 5th.
Yeah, that was a bit of a frustration foul, I'd say.
Now Diatria comes on.
Whenever you put up a double-double, or even score 20 points in general, but your team is down 30 points, it's got to be frustrating.
So Ranucci misses her first.
As a player, you just got to do everything that you can do. So it's frustrating when your team can't succeed.
And I don't know if there's much more Gonsalves could have done today. Right. She has quite the stat line on both ends of the ball. Nieves drives inside, floats that one up, no good. Rebound taken by Ranucci. Ranucci trying to work quickly on Diatria. Driving to the bucket, loses the ball. Not going to go out of bounds. They'll be able to keep it in. Ball bounce around on the floor a little bit. Caitlin Leahy breaks up a deep pass for Haley Phillips. That one's going to go out of bounds off her, but that was a great defensive play by the freshman. Nieves working on Sinelli and gets that one to fall. Jalen Nieves has 17. Johnson with the ball, flips it back to Quinn. They're going to call a double dribble there on Emily Quinn. Turn things over here as Kylie Gates is going to throw it in for the Vikings. Gates just going to bounce out to Nieves. Nieves back to Gates, working on Quinn. Nieves now, screen set by Phillips. Sinelli pokes it away, working around that screen. They're going to call a foul on Tess Sinelli. Nieves going to throw it in now. That's another collegiate milestone, her first collegiate foul. Had to get that one out of the way eventually. There's going to be another foul on the Bears here. I think it's going to be on Emily Quinn. Oh, they're going to hit Caitlin Leahy with the foul. Get the replay here. I thought maybe right here Quinn got a piece of her. But Leahy, who was seemingly less involved in the play, is going to be the guilty party. Gates knocks him down. There's under 2 minutes left to play here. Bears lead 95-68. Quinn trying to work on Gates and Nieves. Good pass over to Tess Sinelli. Quinn drives inside and just drops that one in for an easy 2.
Very nice give and go pass there by Quinn.
And good teamwork by her and Sinelli.
Look at that by Gates. Able to dribble through them all.
Quinn with a good play on the defensive end now too, breaking that one up. That foul's going to be on Jenna Nieves. That's her 5th.
Yeah,
She's going to sub off here. That's 3 players now in foul trouble for the Vikings. It's Gonsalves, Tang, and Nieves. Janelis Perez, Perez, I'm sorry, is going to sub in for the first time today. The freshman from Lynn, Mass, the Lynn English grad. Quinn knocks down her first. Quinn's got 3 off the bench. Rebound's going to come up Diatria. Gates working quickly here. Trying to work on Leahy. Stuffed by Leahy, but I think they're going to hit her with another foul.
Yeah, Kylie Gates, relentless, despite the scoreline.
Yeah, that's something you really like to see out of your players if you're head coach Ashley White. Players still putting in the most effort possible, even with this kind of deficit, as Gates knocks down her first. Gates a perfect 7 of 7 from the charity stripe so far. Now it's 8 of 8. She's had a good game as well. 2 assists, 4 rebounds away from a double-double. Corner, it's Quinn, bounces it over to Leahy. He's looking for the feed, finds Sinelli. Sinelli to Johnson.
1 minute remaining.
Shot clock under 10. Johnson driving inside, floats that one up and in, and she's got another. Ashley Johnson has 4 off the bench. Gates working quickly in transition. Trying to find something. She'll pull for a deep 2, no good. Rebound, Ashley Johnson. Johnson bounces it over to Leahy. Game clock under 40 seconds. Bears have 100. Quinn to Leahy, Leahy to Johnson. Johnson bounces it over to Sinelli. Quinn up top, guarded by McConney. She'll hit that to Leahy. Driving inside, Ranucci swings it out to Johnson. The Bears just going to play keep away. Shot clock violation. And good sportsmanship by the Bears, not trying to run up the score too much. Going to be Vikings ball and a throw-in for Perez. Gates drives inside quickly, tries to float that one up and in, no good. Rebound, Haley Phillips, no good. Emily Quinn's going to come down with that, and that'll do it for the game. So as the game clock expires, the Bears going to win by 30, a clean 100-70. Kylie Grass and Sophia Goucher with 21 points apiece. Caroline Tripp with 15, Bradbury with 12, Cleveland with 11. 5 of them had double digits for the Bears. Kylie Gates and Gonsalves, 20 apiece. Joe Nieves with 17 for Salem State.
Yeah, first half was very competitive. The score was close most of the first half. Vikings showed good fight, good offense and defensive plays, but Bears offense was relentless, and their bench players also came on and put on a good display. So, like we said, Vikings just seem to run out of gas.
Yeah, hard-fought game by the Vikings. They'll look to pick it back up going into their next game. They're going to drop to 2-4 in the MASCAC. The Bears move to a perfect 7-0, 11-9 overall. That'll do it for us. You see the men's team warming up. We'll get coverage of them in just about 26 minutes. Thank you for tuning in to BSN here on BTV. My name's Luke Mansfield.
And I'm Ryan Healy.
Remember, every day's a great day to be a Bear.